theme are you bringing into this particular commission, taking into account that Kenyans have sour grapes with provincial administration and the way it was used in the past to manipulate elections? Secondly, a complaint has also been raised, and you also aware, like my colleague has said, there are several petitions that have been filed, and the allegation has been that your name was not on the original list. It was sneaked in quotes. We will wish to know, we confirm that in the initial list that came up, you are not on that list, but in the amended list, did you have a hand in the compilation or came on the creation of that second list? Because it's raising credibility issues and trust issues. Thank you.
So the next one is Honourable Karemba Mushangi of Runyenjes.
Thank you, Chair. And let me start by introducing myself. My name is Mushangi Karemba, Member of Parliament for Runyenjes. And Honourable Chair, my concern is what has just been raised by Honourable Makali on the issue of his name having been brought later. And I would wish that he accounts for any relationship that he might be having with whoever in this country. Thank you, Chair.
Whoever is a little bit general, it's good you give the specifics so that he's able to answer. Otherwise he will say, I'm not related to whoever, which may be true, but he's related to many other people. So who do you have in mind as his relative?
Honourable Chair, it is in the public domain and on social media that Mr. Noor is related to one Junet Mohamed. Can he substantiate of his relationship with Junet?
Thank you very much. I think he's noted that now he has a specific person and will be answering that. The next one is...
it's true I ran for elections. And Article 88(2) speaks to the fact that you have to run for county assembly, national assembly. That's what it states. It doesn't talk about the executive governor's position or the presidency. That is my understanding and my reading, and that's on the basis of that I applied for this position.
Do you want to comment further slightly to say what is the rationale behind that reasoning? You were prohibited when you were a member of a county assembly or a member of parliament. Parliament means National Assembly and Senate. Then the rest is silent. Do you know the rationale behind it?
Mr. Chairman, I truly don't know about it.
Thank you very much. We shall not take you further than that. Makali's question is on?
On provisional administration, the addendum, the sneaking. Yes.
It's alleged that you were not on the first list.
Yes.
But a second list resurfaced with a few explanations and what have you.
Thank you.
You found yourself in the second list. What was your hand in that? What did you do?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Yes.
Mr. Chairman, first of all, I'm a Kenyan. I'm a Kenyan and I qualify to apply for this position. And I did apply for this position. And I was on the 1,800 names that were put on the newspapers of the list. And I applied. My name was on the list of the 1,800, and there it is. All I see again is there's a list that has come out and there's an addendum that's come out. Mr. Chairman, I don't want to speak on behalf of or for the panel that did its work. It did its work, and I was shortlisted and interviewed like anybody else for this position. Mr. Chairman, as far as my understanding is concerned, an addendum it happens. If you have a tender process, for example, and the tender process requires you to fulfill certain conditions, somewhere along the way, the tender process can also be amended. Say there are new items that have been added or something, some new regulation, but it has to be put to the public. It's not like something hidden under the table. So, Chairman, I have absolutely no hand in my name being on the list. I find myself on the list, and it's not only me. I'm along with other Kenyans, and we were all interviewed. Chairman, I want to leave it at that.
Right.
Before just for the sake of the consumers of IBC, does he understand that his letter inclusion appears to be an afterthought? I don't know by who. That is the worry with the Kenyans seeing him coming in the manner he came into the list. What does he have to say to that, to inspire Kenyans?
Do you think your inclusion was actually an afterthought by the selection panel or by other hands, or did you have any role to play in that? You
Chairman, I had no role to play, and I believe that my inclusion is a role that the panel has found it necessary to do, and therefore I found myself on the list, and I was glad. I asked for it. I applied for this position, and therefore when I found my name and I was included, I presented myself for the interview, and I want Kenyans to believe that, Mr. Chairman.
Right, Honourable Karemba, yours on.
I had asked a very specific question. Yeah.
What was the specific question?
He's coming to you.
Okay.
Yes. What did you?
Ask that question. But he said, you can look into that camera and say you had no role at all in creating the addendum.
Mr. Chairman, I have no role. If I have a role of making myself to be a commissioner, surely, then I need not have applied. I mean, I have no role, Mr. Chairman. Absolutely.
Right, that is answered. Karemba, that is answered. Honourable Junet Mohamed, what was the question?
Chair,
Mr. Chairman.
You wrote on Makali's question.
No, I asked about a very specific issue.
Which one?
Relationship with
yes.
whoever.
All right. Not whoever. No, not whoever.
Yeah, a point of order. Chair,
what is the point of order?
the committee is bound by the rules of the House. You cannot discuss the conduct of a member of parliament without a substantive motion on that. And in any case, it's speculation. All of us are members of parliament. The members of parliament who come from his own constituency who are his relatives. They are members, he has friends everywhere. Picking on Junet is in my opinion, not acceptable unless there is a substantive motion on that to discuss.
There is going to be no discussion whatsoever on Junet at all.
Yeah.
But he's going to answer the allegations that have been brought in affidavits that he is actually Junet Mohamed's relative. That he has to answer, so that the members of public over there, when they see Commissioner Hassan Noor Hassan, yes, that is the cousin to Junet Mohamed. No, his brother-in-law. No, he's the other one, and we know it. All right, it's good to know. So, please answer Honourable Karemba's question. Are you related to Honourable Junet Mohamed?
Mr. Chairman, I am related to Honourable Junet Mohamed. I am his brother-in-law. Mr. Chairman, as his brother-in-law, I existed long before Junet was born. But I am Junet's brother-in-law.